Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mope and today we're going to be reviewing Married at First Sight Season 12 Episode 10. I cannot believe we're in the 10th season already. Woo! Okay, so without further ado, let's just get right into it. I have my iPad with me, so we're going to be obviously looking at the pictures and all of that and then talking about it, okay? So let's start first. First of all, I love my hair. Second of all, I love my makeup. Video coming up soon. Okay, one of the experts, Dr. Viviana Coles, yes, she came over to each person's house, each couple's house, to actually talk to them, discuss with them the issues, the good things, and obviously the issues that they might have been going through. She's a psychotherapist. That's what she is. She's actually based in Houston. That's interesting. She focuses on couples and individuals experiencing individual and physical intimacy issues. And to be honest, she does such a beautiful job, even just talking to each couple and basically analyzing and talking to them about how they it, like another way of looking at things that I wouldn't even have thought about. She did such a phenomenal job in explaining all of that to each couple. So let's talk about Virginia and Eric. Honestly, this episode just showed me how sweet and how much they really are committed to each other. One thing they did say was that, and they were very honest about, was the fact that they get along so well that they don't like to discuss things that would ruin that mood, if that makes sense, right? So they really want to stay connected to each other and be so positive and happy-go-lucky all the time that they sweep the issues under the rug, if that makes sense. So they don't deal with it, they don't bring it to light because they don't want to ruin the good mood that they have going on. I was like, wow, that's beautiful. I can do that, you know, the way that I am. And I guess that's what Virginia is. Virginia is not that person. Eric is like, no, I'm okay sweeping it under the rug. Virginia, it still bothers her. You know what I'm saying? So they were able to talk about it. And even the one of their assignments was to get a timer and just talk about, I think they timed it 5 minutes or something, but they basically talked about the root of the issues that they have. One of Eric's issues with Virginia is the children thing. Apparently Virginia said that she's 50-50 on whether or not she wants to have kids. Eric is not about that life. He wants to have kids, and low-key I feel like the sooner the better for him. Although Virginia is not ready to have kids right now, and that's something that she's expressed. She wants to have kids in her 30s. But then she's 8 years younger than Eric, and Eric is like, I'm not about to have kids in my 40s. That's what's not about to happen. Even just the root of why she has the issue that she has with the whole children thing was how she was raised, and the fact that, you know, it was her parents split up, and it was this issue obviously with child support and who do you want to live with and all of that stuff. She does not want to have to go through that. She doesn't want her children to have to go through that, and because of that, that's why she made it very clear that she was 50-50 on kids. But I think it was just beautiful because talking about it, even the whole situation with Eric and issues with Virginia was her social life, right? The fact that she just has way too many friends, especially guy friends, and he's just not okay with it. However, the root of that was because he's in every relationship, he's never ever, from what he said, he's never cheated. However, almost every relationship that he's been in, that significant other, his partner cheated, right? And so that's why he's he doesn't think that Virginia would do it. It's not like he doesn't trust Virginia, he just doesn't trust everybody else, you know, which it was just beautiful. I think just seeing it was just plain to know that everything that we see, we don't see eye to eye on right now in our adult life has a lot to do with our childhood. You know, it stems from the childhood trauma or experiences, whatever it is that we may have gone through in our childhood. But it was very beautiful to see. They were able to, I think they even got closer, like she said, together, even after sharing the root of the issues. Anyway, so I think they're gonna make it, of course. So let's talk about Brianna and Vincent. I don't know. I feel like they love each other. I feel like between Virginia and Eric, Brianna and Vincent, they're the only two that I can be like, wow, they actually show that they love each other. You know, they show it. You know, if that makes sense. They cater to one another. It's shown. One thing I really, really loved about this episode with them was that obviously they were able to be vulnerable as well and just have fun. I think that's something that I noticed with Brianna and Vincent. They know, which is crazy because they know how to have fun. They just know how to although let me not say they know how to have fun. I know that Vincent is learning to have fun, and Brianna is like shocking to me because this is not the same Brianna from the first episode. To me, I felt like the first episode Brianna, I thought she was going to be like, you know, like just hard to deal with, not hard to deal with, but like hard to trust, especially hard to like give her heart. But she's being so gracious this whole time. I think both of them are really working hard to to like love each other and to just show each other, you know, the love that each other deserves to have. I know that one thing that Vincent did was apologize to Brianna for last week's episode, where where, you know, he was freaking out, we can all tell. Yeah, so he's been gaining weight, so his shirt was tight and then he was really nervous, and salsa is not something that he's really good at. So all of it together, he was really freaking out, and he made it very clear. I think Dr. Viviana also like just brought it to light exactly how he was feeling, which was helpful, I feel like, for Brianna to just know exactly where he's coming from. But he did apologize, and he was like, it was just uncalled for. He could have really just had fun, you know. But one thing he was honest about was he was saying that, you know, he tries to like what is the word? Like, he tries to woo her. He tries to, you know, put his best foot forward. And whenever he can't, he just freaks out, you know? And Brianna was just like, honestly, the best you is who you are naturally. Like, you know, you don't have to like put up a front. You don't have to do anything extra. Like, just you being you being you makes her happy. And I thought it was beautiful. Like, honestly, they loved each other. They had fun. They played this little game, and it was like, it was fun. One thing that Brianna said was that she really trusts him, and you know, that's something that's hard for her to do, but she actually really trusts him. And I'm just very happy. I'm very, very happy, honestly, for them. Let's talk about Paige and Chris. No, they drain me, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I feel like each review that I do, every time I watch an episode of Married at First Sight, I'm often drained just by them. It was kind of fake, honestly. So, okay, this is what happened. They met up with Dr. Viviana. Before that, Paige had made it very, very clear. So, remember, like last season or last episode, she was saying that they both made it, they both came to an understanding that they were going to start over, whatever that meant to them. And apparently Chris had not called. Paige called him after that, no response, nothing like that. So then the next day comes around and it's Viviana, Dr. Viviana meets with them. I don't know. I think that Paige, and I think that's one thing she said today, that I don't know if we all like misconstrue this and we don't quite understand what that means from the Bible, and we take it and we run with it, whatever that means to us. But one thing she said was that the reason she has not called it quits is because she really wants to uphold her vow that she took before God and man, which she said that she was going to be with him for better, for worse, and all of that. And I feel like I understand that, but like, he's not trying, you know. Like, I feel like a relationship is a two-way street, and he's not even trying. Like, he's not doing anything at all. After that long, unnecessary, meaningless conversation that they had with Dr. Viviana, sorry, that's just how I felt. They drained me. He said, so, okay, Paige was like, well, just a phone call would be nice. You know, just a phone call every day would be nice. Well, apparently, Chris thought that was too much, because the pressure of me having to call you multiple times a day is not like, it's like you're forcing me. It's a pressure and I don't like it or something. So then Dr. Vivian is like, okay, so then what do you want? Like, how do you feel like you're going to communicate with her? And she's like, well, he's like, no, I think we should just go out to dinner and we should just go out to eat. And he's just like, she's like, you know, that's a lot more than just picking up a phone and calling somebody, right? He's like, well, I prefer to do it in person. And I think that he knows what he's doing. Whenever he shows up in person, I don't know. But Paige's knees be buckling. Like, I'm just like, sis, it ain't that good for you to, like, you know what I'm saying, waste your time with somebody that you know is not consistent, not going to be consistent, just in and out. Like, I'm just like, there has to be more to it than what she's putting up, you know? But long story short, he said that he would love for them to have dinner and talk and do Bible study. You know, I would, on a regular day, I would have been very happy with this decision. Like, yes, Bible study, yes, like, let's do it, yeah. You know, like, let's talk about God. And one thing he did say was that he felt like in all of this experience, God was missing. And a part of me was like, no, 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 no. I don't think that God was missing. I just think that he personally did not contact God with any of the decisions that he made or every action that he made. I don't think he contacted God, but then he made it seem like, well, God has not been in it. Anyways, long story short, of course, Brianna, I mean, sorry, not Brianna, Paige was weirded out, but she was like, okay, like, no problem, like, you want Bible study, no problem, we could do Bible study with dinner, because apparently he doesn't like card games, and he just doesn't do certain games, or whatever. So then they have dinner, and so then Paige is like, okay, well, where's your Bible, like, what did you prepare, you know, to like Bible study on, to study on? And he's like, well, I didn't have time. It's just been very, very busy. I didn't really have time to do it, but you can share yours. And I'm just like, I think I realized what's happening. Paige, he barely says anything, and Paige talks, not a lot. He's not a talker, but I realized Paige is the one doing all the talking, and Chris barely does it. Then he dropped another bomb. I just feel like every week is a different, every episode is a different bomb. That's for sure. She felt bad because she felt like she was so wrapped up in her head about the whole like baby situation that happened on the honeymoon that she didn't feel like she was there for him, you know. And you know, it's something that she still feels very bad about. Chris is like, well, speaking of baby, and I'm thinking some good news about to pop out of this. Well, well, he says that, well, apparently the mother of his unborn child had an accident a few years ago, and something about car, she doesn't have a car, and so then and when it comes to like appointments and stuff, she's had to take the bus to go to the hospital or to go to the clinic or go to the appointment. And so because of that, he bought her a brand new Mercedes Benz. What does that mean in English? And she was like, well, a brand new one? Like, why you have to get her a brand new car, you know? And she's like, and he's like, well, I mean, you know, you know, it's a king and a queen that it's my king and queen that she's carrying. It's my child that she's carrying. So I want them to be, you know, in nothing but the best. And I'm just like, you have a wife. Okay. You cannot tell me that you are this committed to a wife, to your wife, that you wouldn't run certain things by her. You go and make your own decision, but then you claim that you want to be committed to her. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. I feel like she really is so desperate for a companion that she's willing to go through hell and high waters for this person, all in the name of upholding the vow that you gave to him, or all in the name of trying to be a good wife and to have his back and to be supportive. And he has a good way of talking her into certain things. Let's move on to Haley and Jacob. It's another draining couple. Nothing much has changed. Haley is not attracted to him. At this point, I really just want her. I think to be honest, I think she's checked out. That's what I'm seeing. She says that she hasn't checked out. However, it's just going to take a long time, or she's not there yet. Dr. Viviana tried to take them to the room because apparently they sleep in different rooms, or separate rooms. So she tried to tell them to like start sleeping on the same bed, and just like kiss each other good night and good morning. That's it. She said that it would be very, very difficult for her, but she would try. I don't think I have much more to say. I think that was pretty much it with Haley and Jacob. They just, I don't know. I feel like she says that she's trying really hard, but Jacob isn't. And I'm just like, you're not making it exciting for somebody to try either, you know? Let's move on to Ryan and Clara. They're not draining couple for me. Clara seems very, very I love her personality. Ryan is, of course, in her head. But one thing that Dr. Viviana said or mentioned to Clara alone was, is he a virgin? Like, or did he lie that he's not a virgin? Because apparently they do everything else but intercourse. And she's just, of course, like Clara is just confused. Like, it's almost like he stopped. It's not almost. He stops himself. He stops them from like moving forward to the intercourse part of the relationship. But I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about Clara and Ryan because I really want them to work, and I think they do work. It's just this episode. I was just again the same old Ryan. You know, it's in his head. He talks a lot of like philosophical stuff, but he doesn't. he has not opened his heart yet. That's something I have noticed, and I hope that he does that very, very soon, because I really think they're gonna work together. Like, they really are a very cute couple. I'm looking at the picture right now. But anyways, I think that is it. I think I talked about every single person on here, so that's that. I don't know, to me, Brianna and Vincent, Virginia and Eric are my number 1 and 2 couples for sure, which I'm so shocked that I said Virginia and Eric, but I really like them as a couple. Clara and Ryan, honestly, the moment that Ryan opens his heart to Clara, they will probably be my number 3 couple. Like, they really get along. Paige and Chris, Haley and Jacob, no, no, and no, and no for me. Anyways, that brings me to the very end of this. Feel free to leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about this episode? Anyways, let me know down below what your thoughts are about each couple in the episode. I really, really like. This episode was good for the most part. It was just draining when I see couples that are just, they're not even trying, especially the individual ones and the couples that are just not trying anymore. But anyways, that brings us to the very, very end of this. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Like this video, please, please, please. It is late as I'm recording, of course, and I do have to edit it as well. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Don't forget to be kind to yourself as well as others around you. Bye for now.